Argentina is sitting on a gold mine, or more accurately, a lithium and copper mine, and the government wants the world to come and dig it up. With the global move towards decarbonisation, international demand for critical minerals is skyrocketing. Argentina's vast mineral wealth could provide the solution to so many financial problems, and Milei's administration is banking big on mining. Could lithium be the miracle fix Argentina's been waiting for? Lithium is the new oil, and countries with lots of lithium to exploit could get very rich indeed. Whatever your opinion on climate change and greenhouse gases, enough of the world has seen the writing on the wall for the fossil fuel-powered economy that the shift to green energy is pretty much inevitable. And key to this shift are a collection of rare metals, the most important of which is lithium. Argentina is part of the so-called Lithium Triangle, along with Bolivia and Chile, a region that holds more than half of the world's known lithium reserves. Lithium is needed for high-tech batteries, which are used in everything from phones to electric vehicles, and demand for lithium is exploding. And then there's copper. Argentina has massive untapped copper deposits, which are just as important for green energy infrastructure. Think solar panels, wind turbines, and electric wiring. Right now, Chile and Peru dominate the global copper game, but Argentina could grab a piece of that pie. Of course, Argentina can't manage all this extraction on its own, so the government is inevitably turning to the private sector. But foreign companies remain cautious about investing too quickly in Argentina. To counter this, the government has set up RIGI, the Régimen de Incentivo para Grandes Inversiones. Basically, RIGI is a new legal framework that gives big foreign investors extremely generous perks. We're talking 30-year tax stability, a 10-year freeze on export duties, and the right to freely take profits out of the country in hard currency. There's also flexibility around import rules, which makes it easier to bring in machinery and equipment. The idea is to eliminate the usual Argentine headaches like capital controls, sudden regulatory shifts, and unpredictable tax hikes, and replace them with a predictable, investor-friendly playing field. Of course, critics say it goes too far. Local business groups and opposition politicians argue that RIGI turns Argentina into a kind of economic free-for-all, where foreign companies get the red carpet treatment, while locals are left fighting over crumbs. A big risk is that Argentina once again becomes a raw materials exporter with little value added, shipping out its resources while importing manufactured goods. Then there's the environmental angle. Mining, especially lithium extraction, has serious consequences for water resources, biodiversity, and local communities. The so-called Lithium Triangle could be more appropriately named the Precious Metals Triangle. It's been and remains a center for metal extraction since the times of the Incas. The Spanish came to the region and enslaved the conquered peoples to work in the gold and silver mines. The Rio de la Plata, translated as River of Silver, is so called because in colonial times it was a route for shipping silver from the interior of South America to Europe. And in modern times, the biggest copper mine in the world is a giant hole in the Atacama Desert, which apparently is visible from space. Examples of pollution and environmental damage can be found all over the region, from centuries of unregulated mineral extraction. Beyond the dangers to human and wildlife health, there are also the effects to be considered on other industries like agriculture. There are copper deposits in Mendoza, which is also the center of Argentina's renowned wine industry, and which needs abundant and clean water. And let's not forget indigenous communities, many of whom live near mining zones and have raised concerns about land rights, consultation processes, and long-term environmental damage. Today, some provinces have stronger regulations than others, but activists warn that without tight oversight, this mining rush could do more harm than good. So is this the beginning of a new mining-powered boom, or just a replay of Argentina's old pattern, short-term gains, long-term dependency? One thing's for sure, with RIGI in place and the world hungry for lithium and copper, there's going to be an awful lot of digging in Argentina over the next few years. Whether the country truly benefits remains to be seen. So what do you think? Is this a smart move, or is Argentina giving away the farm? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee in the link below, and I'll see you next time.